Monday, April 2nd. Talk about the cafeteria you go to. I usually eat lunch at the company cafeteria located on the underground floor of the building. This saves the trouble of going out to eat, and the prices are relatively cheap. I buy meal tickets on a monthly basis. At the cafeteria, there are announcements of what will be served on each day of the week. Usually, I can select one of the two choices each day. One choice is Korean food and the other is Western. I pick up a food tray and dining utensils and get in line. I receive rice, side dishes, and soup. There is always salad and salad dressing as a side dish. Additional condiments like gochujang, dried seaweed, and sesame oil are always offered, so you can mix them with rice. There is also a sweet rice drink called shikke that you can have. After eating, I return my tray at the tray return window. Expression of the day. I'm sick of that place.
It's time for lunch already. Where should we eat?
I'm very busy today. Let's just eat at the company cafeteria.
Again? I'm sick of that place. Let's go someplace else.
Okay, then how about the sandwich place across the street? Tuesday, April 3rd.
Talk about the things you always carry around. There are some odds and ends that I always carry around in my pockets. First of all, my mobile phone is a must-have. I can't do without it because I need to stay in touch with other people. I also need it to keep an eye on the time or to check the weather. In addition, I use my phone to search the web, collect loyalty points, and identify myself. These days, I store my credit cards and transit card in my phone case as well. I also carry some lip balm at all times. My lips dry out and get chapped often, so I apply lip balm throughout the day. Finally, I always carry a card case. Because of my line of work, I often have to give people my business card. That's why I usually carry a surplus of cards.
Expression of the day. I don't have any on me.
It's so dry and cold today. My lips are chapped.
Oh no, your lower lip is bleeding. Do you have any lip balm?
I don't have any on me. I have some at my desk.
I have some in my pocket if you need it. Wednesday, April 4th. Talk about the cherry blossoms. April in Korea is famous for its cherry blossoms. From coast to coast, cherry trees are in full bloom, and they are a sight to behold. There are places in each region with a high concentration of cherry trees planted together. These scenic points are often located by rivers or in downtown areas. A lot of regions hold cherry blossom festivals around this time of year. Many people go out to soak in the cherry blossoms. It's a great season for outdoor activities because of the warm spring weather. The most popular locations can be overrun with people who visit in droves. Regardless of age or gender, people take out their phones or cameras to take snapshots. They often share the photos on various social media channels. Expression of the day. Count me in.
Hey, do you think you will be busy this weekend?
Not really. Why? Is there something that you want to do?
Some friends and I are going to see the cherry blossoms. You should come.
Count me in. The weather is so warm these days. It should be perfect. Thursday, April 5th.
Talk about the phobias you and other people have. I am a scaredy cat. First of all, I am afraid of heights. When I go to high places, my heart races and I feel anxious. When I go to amusement parks, I steer clear of the rides that go too high. When I take a flight, I try not to look out the window. I don't know how I developed this phobia, but overcoming my fear is not easy. I am also scared of bugs. I especially can't stand spiders. When there is a spider nearby, I am paralyzed with fear. I have a friend who is very scared of worms and snakes. She has such a strong aversion that she turns away even when they are shown on TV. Another friend has a fear of water. Maybe it's because he can't swim. He doesn't like going into deep water. I think he has his phobia because of a traumatic experience when he almost drowned as a child.
Expression of the day. Not a chance.
Hey, do you want to ride that roller coaster?
Not a chance. You can go alone. I'll wait for you here.
Why not? It looks like fun. Let's go.
You know I'm scared of heights. Besides, the line is too long. Friday, April 6th. What types of food do you have to stay healthy? Recently, I have been feeling spent more easily than before. When I wake up in the morning, I am tired instead of feeling refreshed. Good health has its roots in good food, so I decided to change my eating habits. First, I always eat fresh fruits like apples or bananas when I wake up. I try to eat fruits that are in season. I also take several multivitamins each morning to aid my fatigue recovery and boost my immune system. In addition, I also eat red ginseng mixed with honey. When I choose my meals, I try to eat healthy foods that are rich in nutrients. I never skip meals. When I drink, I pace myself and only drink in moderation. Finally, I carry a water bottle with me all day to drink plenty of water and stay hydrated. Expression of the day. You should give it a try.
You look really healthy these days. Are you exercising?
Yes, I am. I'm also taking multivitamins every day.
Are they effective? I've been thinking about getting some.
They're great. You should give it a try. Monday, April 9th.
Talk about what you consider when you pick a restaurant to eat at. When I choose a restaurant, first and foremost, I think about flavor. Everyone has different tastes. However, when I search online for reviews and come across a place with a lot of rave reviews, I will probably go there. Food reviews often include photos and the menu, so I can decide what to order ahead of time. I also think about the restaurant's atmosphere. The atmosphere can make or break a meal at a restaurant. I go to places where the atmosphere acts as a complement to the type of food. Most places these days spruce up the mood with one-of-a-kind styles. Finally, I also have to take into account the price. Even the best restaurant is out of the question if the prices are too expensive. Finding a place where the price is right is a basic part of choosing a restaurant.
Expression of the day. To each his own.
I went to that new Thai restaurant yesterday for dinner.
How did you like it? I didn't like it because there was too much cilantro.
I liked it a lot. The food was delicious and the prices were low.
To each his own. I won't be going there again. Tuesday, April 10th. Talk about how you make money transfers. These days, making money transfers has become a cinch. Of course, it's still possible to visit a bank in person or to use an ATM to send money. Also, people who use telebanking services are not unheard of. However, most people make bank transfers via mobile banking. It's easy to do. After you install the app for your bank, download an ID certificate and set up a password. The emergence of online banks that only exist on the internet has made money transfers even easier. All you need is a password and pre-designated settings. There are menus to send money through messenger apps, so transfers are really a walk in the park. There are also apps specifically aimed at bank transfers. If the person on the receiving end has installed the app, you can send the desired amount really simply. Expression of the day. How times have changed.
How much did you pay for dinner last night? I have to pay you.
It was 65,000 won in total. There were 5 people, so you owe me 13,000 won.
Okay, I'll make a bank transfer using this app on my phone.
That's really convenient. How times have changed. Wednesday, April 11th.
Talk about home shopping channels. There are endless TV home shopping channels in Korea. They are placed here and there between regular broadcasting stations. You come across them when flipping through the channels. Before you know it, you might be glued to the screen, watching what they are selling. They sell anything you can think of, including clothes, cosmetic products, food, electronics, exercise equipment, and even travel packages. Shopping hosts and experts appear, and they explain in detail the strengths of the products. They also talk about their personal impressions. The products themselves are high in quality, but they also have special prices for home shopping, as well as various additional benefits. The most popular products can be sold out sooner than expected, and they have to cut short the broadcast.
Expression of the day. I can't recommend it enough.
Wow, this product is really convenient. Where did you get it?
I ordered it last week from a home shopping channel on TV.
Are they still selling it? I think I should buy one too.
I can't recommend it enough. I'll check to see if it's still for sale. Thursday, April 12th. Talk about blood types and personalities. Many Korean people are under the belief that a person's blood type influences their personality. You can find endless posts about blood types and personalities while browsing the web. There are even posts about how well suited men and women of certain blood types are for each other. A lot of people say they get along well with certain blood types or that they are at odds with others. Others are skeptical of blood types and personalities, saying that it is a sweeping generalization. However, few people think that the personality traits for their blood type are off the mark completely. Of course, these things are all just for fun. It is not used seriously when trying to get a read on someone's character. Expression of the day. I don't buy into that. Hey, are you busy this weekend? Do you want to go on a blind date?
Not really. I don't like blind dates, and I'm going to be busy.
But I think you will really like this guy. Your blood types match perfectly.
I don't buy into that. It's an unscientific way to view people.
Friday, April 13th.
Talk about your social skills. I don't have a fussy personality, so I usually get along with people well. I have a lot of friends that I meet up with often, and I am on good terms with my coworkers too. I've never really made a conscious effort to develop my social skills. I just treat people at face value, and I try to walk in their shoes. This way, most people realize that I am sincere, and we can maintain a good relationship. Of course, I butt heads with people sometimes, and there are misunderstandings. There are also strange people whose actions are beyond explanation. Even then, most problems can be solved by being patient. I think the best social skill is to give one's all when dealing with the people around us.
Expression of the day. I'm a bit of a loner.
Hey, is something wrong? Why aren't you talking to anyone?
I'm comfortable where I am. Don't worry about me.
But this is a party. You should meet people and talk to them.
You know how I am. I'm a bit of a loner. Monday, April 16th. Talk about black boxes in cars. These days, it's common to see a driver install a black box or dash cam in their car. This device can get on tape the video footage from the front and rear of the car, as well as the audio. It can be set up to record video even when the car is parked. The video is stored on a memory card, and the user can download it as the need arises. Drivers can see for themselves exactly what happened to their cars. In case of an accident, this can come in handy to determine who is at fault. What's more, the dash cams can provide valuable information to solve various incidents on the road. These videos are also seen often on the news as filed footage. There is even a TV program that is entirely dedicated to dash cam footage. The devices have become indispensable equipment for cars. Expression of the day. That's a relief.
Oh no! What happened to your car? Were you in an accident?
Someone crashed into it while it was parked. Don't worry, I wasn't hurt.
That's a relief. Still, you must be angry. Did you find out who did it?
I caught him using the dash cam. He will have to pay for the repairs. Tuesday, April 17th.
Talk about when you had problems with electricity at home. Last year, there was a power outage in our home. It was a scheduled blackout because of construction work on the apartment building. There was no electricity for over 10 hours, so it was a bit of a nuisance. Everything in the refrigerator was at risk of melting, so we had to take measures in advance. Thankfully, the construction took place during daylight hours, so we didn't suffer the inconvenience of being in the dark. Another time, a few months ago, the circuit breaker kept tripping. I opened the fuse box and turned the power back on, but the circuit breaker tripped again. There was an electrical short somewhere. After checking around, it looked like the air conditioner was the problem. We called a service engineer to fix it, and the problem was solved. We were more careful since then, since short circuits can cause accidents like electrical fires.
Expression of the day. What rotten luck.
Hey, did you watch the match last night? It was really exciting.
No, I didn't. The power went out in my house, so I couldn't watch TV.
What rotten luck. I won't tell you what happened.
Thanks. I'm going to watch it later tonight on VOD. Wednesday, April 18th.
Talk about your brothers and sisters. I grew up in a family with 4 siblings. I have 2 older sisters and a younger brother. The age gap between my sisters and me is 2 years. We are much older than our brother. He was a late child. Our parents had him late in life after giving birth to 3 daughters because they wanted a son. My brother was doted upon from a young age. He had a monopoly on care and attention from his parents and sisters. We are all grown up now, so we get on well. Of course, there were rough patches when we each got hitched because we had issues with each other's spouses. However, we put that behind us as we grew older. We realized that family comes first.
Expression of the day. It's water under the bridge.
You seem to be getting along well with your brother.
Yes, he's one of my closest friends. We talk to each other a lot.
Didn't you fight a lot when you were younger?
We did, but not anymore. It's water under the bridge. Thursday, April 19th. Talk about riverside parks that you go to. There are many big parks along the Han River which cuts through Seoul. They are located throughout all of Seoul, so they are enormous when they are taken collectively. People often visit the riverbanks to work up a sweat or to get some air. There are floating restaurants on the river which are popular as date destinations. Visitors can ride on cruise boats and enjoy the atmosphere along the river. The parks have distinct draws from district to district. Some have swimming pools or performance venues. Others have floating exhibition spaces. Some of the parks have camping grounds. There are various special events throughout the year, like cherry blossom festivals and firework displays. They are crowd pleasers, and they attract a lot of people. Expression of the day. Are you in?
The weather is getting warmer. What are you going to do this weekend?
Some friends and I are going to the park by the river. Are you in?
It sounds like fun, but I can't. I have to work.
That's too bad. Tell me if you change your mind. Friday, April 20th.
Talk about a time when you had to reschedule appointments. We make appointments for many reasons in life. Reservations for dental clinics, hospitals, and hair salons can be counted among the most common. A while ago, I made a reservation to get my hair done at a salon. I reserved a Saturday morning time slot, but it slipped my mind because I was a bit scatterbrained that day. When I received a phone call from the salon, it was well past the reserved time. It was too late to go at that point, so I rescheduled for another time. On another occasion, I reserved a routine checkup for my mother at a university hospital. However, something important came up on the day of. I called the hospital and tried to reschedule, but they were fully booked for that day. We had no choice but to choose a different day.
Expression of the day. I'm sorry for the inconvenience.
You've called EBS Hair Salon. How can I help you?
My name is Rich. I have an appointment today, but I need to reschedule.
It's no problem. There's a time slot open tomorrow morning.
Thanks for your help. I'm sorry for the inconvenience. Monday, April 23rd. Talk about elevators around you. I live on the 17th floor of a high-rise apartment building. Because I live on a high floor, using the elevator is not a matter of choice. There are 2 passenger elevators. Each has a maximum capacity of 17 people. There is also an emergency elevator next to the stairs. It's usually used to carry freight or in emergency situations. The office building I work in is also very big, and many companies are in residence there, so there are many elevators. There are 8 elevators facing the lobby. Half are set aside for the top floors, and the rest are for the lower floors. Dividing them this way improves efficiency a bit. There are also many elevators at a shopping center I visit often. Some of them are for even-numbered floors, and the others are for odd-numbered floors. Expression of the day. There's nothing for it.
Why are you standing outside? Aren't you going to go home?
I can't go upstairs. The elevator is broken.
There's nothing for it. We will have to walk up the stairs.
But I live on the 17th floor. It's too high. Tuesday, April 24th.
Talk about parking your car in various places. The apartment I live in is long in the tooth, so parking space is at a premium. If I get home late, finding a parking space is a tall order. The parking spaces are also quite narrow, so parking a car is a chore, even when there is a space. Newer apartments nearby have at least 2 parking spaces that are allotted to each apartment unit in underground garages, so people there have it easy. I sometimes even debate internally whether to move because of how hard it is to park. Parking the car is a problem in most high street areas. Street parking often is subject to crackdowns using unmanned cameras. There are paid parking lots, but most of them cost an arm and a leg. Driving is convenient, but parking is a never-ending problem.
Expression of the day. Don't rub it in.
Hurry up! We're late and everyone is waiting for us.
I can't do anything until we find a parking space.
I told you we should take the subway, then we wouldn't have been late.
Don't rub it in. It doesn't help us right now. Wednesday, April 25th. Talk about cooking shows on TV. Cooking shows are where it's at these days. Almost every TV channel has at least one cooking show. The format is not as one-dimensional as it was in the past, when the shows simply showed how to cook recipes. Famous celebrities sometimes cook various dishes themselves or introduce recipes. Sometimes they go to travel destinations where they stay for days at a time, eating all day long. The process of cooking food is shown in great detail from various camera angles. There are also many cooking programs with celebrity chefs. Shows that pit chefs against each other are real nail-biters. As a result, more and more chefs are rising to fame. Cooking shows are so common now that it feels like they are a dime a dozen. Expression of the day. I wouldn't change a thing.
How did you like your dinner? Was the food good?
I wouldn't change a thing. It was the best meal I've ever had.
I heard that the restaurant is owned by a star chef.
I'm not surprised. The food is really delicious. Thursday, April 26th.
Talk about when you came down with a cold. A few months ago, I came down with a rotten cold. At first, I had a runny, stuffy nose. Then I got a sore throat and I coughed a lot. After a while, I couldn't speak because of my swollen throat. It was painful just to swallow food. I was running a fever and I had body aches. At first, I went to the pharmacy and took over-the-counter medicine. That didn't do the trick, so I went to the hospital. I received treatment and I got a prescription. The doctor told me to eat well and to get plenty of bed rest. He gave me enough medicine for 3 days and told me to make a return visit if I didn't get back on my feet by then. While I was sick, I lost my appetite and I lost some weight. Ever since then, I resolved to get a flu shot every year if possible.
Expression of the day. She's feeling under the weather.
Why are you here alone? I thought you were coming with Sarah.
I was going to, but she's feeling under the weather.
Oh no, what's wrong? Did she come down with a cold?
I think so. It sounded like she had a swollen throat. Friday, April 27th. Talk about how you use the microwave at home. The microwave oven is an indispensable appliance that I use almost on a daily basis. People eat a lot of instant foods these days, so living without a microwave is very inconvenient. When I make rice in a rice cooker, usually there are leftovers. Instead, I buy large quantities of instant rice and heat them in the microwave one at a time. When I have an upset stomach, I also heat up instant porridge in the microwave. Also, I usually keep leftover food in the refrigerator, so I heat it in the microwave when I eat it later. When I order delivery and I have leftover pizza or chicken, I keep it in the refrigerator. Then, I can heat it up whenever the mood strikes me. Also, I don't like drinking milk when it's too cold, so I sometimes heat it up to room temperature. Expression of the day. Stop belly aching.
When are we having dinner? I'm really hungry.
Stop belly aching. I still have to cook the rice.
I can't wait that long. I didn't even have lunch today.
If you're really that hungry, you can heat some instant rice in the microwave. Monday, April 30th.
Talk about bullying at schools. Everyone has some kind of experience of being bullied in school. School bullying, however, has gone to extremes these days and has become a serious social problem. Many students have become the victim of continuous harassment and violence. There are cases of extreme group violence where one student gets brutally beat up by bullies. The video clips of these cases that are posted up are appalling and shocking. It is especially sad when some victims decide to take their own lives due to the enormous amount of stress they get. There needs to be stronger measures to fundamentally cope with school violence. Schools, parents, and fellow students all have to take part in the efforts to root out school bullying. School bullies have to be punished severely. Plus, we need to help the victims heal and give them more attention.
Expression of the day. It's such a shame.
Many students are being bullied in school.
I know. It's such a shame.
Schools really need to do something about school bullying.
I totally agree with you. This is the end of EB Tui는 영어.